Hey there, welcome to LuzLumiere channel. Welcome to an iSPY of what are their likely actions towards you. We're going to find out what are their likely actions towards you. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pick a pile and that's going to have the answer for their likely actions towards you given the current energy. If these piles don't immediately hit you right now, that's okay. Take a lap, take a walk, get some water, save this video somewhere, leave it playing in the background. When you come back to it, perhaps that's the pile for you. Because I don't go in the order that you see here. I go whatever order Spirit wants me to go. Okay? Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. What are their likely actions towards you? Let's spy. Let's creep. And find out what their likely actions are towards you. Let's get some freaking clarity. Okay? I'll see you in your pile. Bye. Hey, pile 2. Hey, pile 2. What's up, pile 2? What are their likely actions towards you? Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Hey, hey. The Wheel of Fortune. That's another 10. 10, 10, 10. The Hermit. All right. I mean, look. This person, their likely actions towards you are to become stable with you. They want to come towards you. They've had time to think. They have had time to think and have come to the decision of moving forward with you because they see happiness and stability and a future with you that can span longer than whatever else they've had going on for them. That's freaking insane. I shuffled these piles in a completely different way than I usually shuffle. I was just picking from the deck. And these two energies were really interesting. Anyway, it was a very interesting way to shuffle. What's astounding here is the 10, 10, 10. And the 9. 9, 10, 10, 10. That's amazing. This is about to come to a close, this Hermit energy. This person is in the phase right now of getting to a point of moving forward, and what that forwardness looks like in a giant energy, right? This is a major arc, two major arcanas, two endings, two ultimates. This is a penultimate, and the natural order of things with the Hermit is after the Hermit comes the Wheel of Fortune, because this is major arcana number 9. The Wheel of Fortune being major arcana number 10, the parent to the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Friggin' amazing. This is a big deal because these are the greater energies. I think this person has come from and could possibly still be someone of discernment, but that discernment is now transforming or has become one of forward movement, right? One of, this is the chance I'm willing to take. These are the choices I'm willing to make. This is where I want to go. And it's with you, pal 2. They want to be with you, and of course it would be you, pal 2. Pal 2, my whole game over here, everything has meaning, everything just matters, and I'm about it. I'm about it. So it's interesting how it's turned out. I mean, I don't want to say anything more. Like, this person wants a family with you. They want a future with you. They want paradise with you. They want to maybe even move away with you. They want to live alone with you. They want to make the choice that comes with you. So if there was a disagreement with this person or what have you, of, oh, this person, you know, one person wants kids, the other one doesn't, they're making the choice for whatever you wanted because they would rather have you in their life than not, whether you wanted kids or whether you don't want kids. This person's likely actions, if you were asking about someone in the future, like, what are their likely actions to me, possibly if I make this choice, their likely actions are going to be to choose you ultimately after a series and a time of respite, of taking some time to actually think about what they want for the long term. This is big energy. This is like really big energy. We got 2 10s here. What happens here is like, you know, I was about to say, what happens here is an amen, right? This is an amen to me, the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, in that you've made a decision, right? When you say amen, you're giving it to God. You're sending it to the universe. You're sending it to God. And what happens next is the aces. What happens next is starting over in a way because you've reached the end, and the end is the end. You've given it You've made that decision, and what happens next is starting over with now on this new level, right? When you're dating, for instance, and you decide to become official, you've reached the end, right? You've reached the end of dating, and now you're starting the beginning of what it's like to be in a committed relationship with that person, right? And if you go further and you get, engaged is like the 9 of Pentacles. Engaged is like the 9 of Cups. You get married, you've reached the 10. The 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. And the next phase is, okay, we got married. Now we start life as husband and wife, or whatever those titles are, as spouses. And then you move forward from there. That's step 1, right? You now start relating to each other in different ways. Now you have different family dynamics that are introduced. So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing this thing. With this Wheel of Fortune, it feels like a commitment. It feels like I've made the executive decision to follow this path, no matter where it'll lead me, because I do feel like for the most part, this path will lead me to somewhere good. This feels like a decision someone has made. I'm trying to see if you need any more cards with this. Like, what else could there be? What else could there be? This person's likely actions towards you are them really wanting happiness with you. Like, you are their family. You are family. For some of you, they're taking the lead of this. For others of you, they're leaving someone else. Others to be with you. But really, when you do choose to stop dating and become in a relationship, go from the relationship and elevate it to a marriage, you are leaving other things behind. You're cleaving. But this does feel like this person is leaving someone or another option or other options behind that were there, and is choosing to move forward with you because you just represent better for them. And it's kind of a no-brainer. And I think the only reasons why they held back, or part of the reasons why they held back, were very them-centered. Not so much about you, but about them. I don't know what else you want. Like, this is what I got for you. Their actions are to commit, to marry, to be together. If it's not marriage, it's they want to up level this relationship with you. If this is a crush, this person wants to spend more time with you and to make it more than just whatever. But at the same time, this has your buy-in in it. This is whatever you want. So if this is someone who you want to take things slow, they're happy to take it slow, because guess what? I know that I want you, and I know I don't want anybody else or anything else. And if taking it slow is what has you in it, then I will take it slow. Fine. Right? Like, that's what I mean. Like, whatever you want, they'll go for. So if you wanted kids and they said, nah, they're like, if that means I get to have you because I'd rather have you than not, fine, let's have kids. I got a baby names picked up already. If it's you don't want kids, woof, and they did, and they go, well, I mean, what's the life of having kids with somebody that isn't you? Oof, that's a tough one. If you're abroad, this person is saying, okay, like, what do we have to do? Because I want to be with you. Whether or not we're close proximity or not, like what I want to be with you. I want to start making those steps to be together. However way that looks, like this essentially just looks like someone who's saying, look, I know that this is the person that I want. I want to be with pile 2, and yeah, whatever that looks like to be with pile 2, it's difficult. It's not, I don't know, it's not, it was formerly unideal, but at the end of the day, so long as I get to be with pile 2, I'll face whatever. Like, it's fine, we'll figure it out. But I definitely want to be with pile 2. So some of you have some type of like mental illness, or if someone has some type of disability or some type of way that makes you differently abled, this person is still saying, yeah, look, as long as I get to be with you, that's what I want. If your family is tough and they're unaccepting, or they're just, it's a weird family stuff going on with you, this person goes, hey, look, like, I'll put up with what I need to put up with so long as it comes with you. Like, help me. There is something here about help. Them sort of saying like, I will need help, or I need help, something like that. Like, let's do it together. There's an essence here of togetherness, like, so long as I have you. So it could be for them as well, if they have a mental illness or some type of way that they're differently abled, or differently wired, then, and maybe you have accepted them and they didn't accept that. This looks like, okay, you know, I need help. I want help, and I know that I can have that with you as my partner. Or if you're that way, you know, whatever the situation is, there is an aspect of helping them and you guys doing this together. That's what their intentions are, okay? I think I milked that for all I could. If you would like a personal reading, holla at your girl. I don't know what the other piles are gonna have, because you had like some of the best cards in the deck. Like, if you want to creep on the other piles, I would not be mad, because I'm very curious. I wish you everything, pile number 2. I'll see you in the comments. Let me know how this sat with you. If this is something that you want to bring to fruition of what's coming towards you, type the word hermit in the comments. I want to know, because this person is coming. Oh, what signs are these? We've got earth signs, water signs, the Wheel of Fortune, I don't know what that is, and the Hermit, that's a Virgo. I know that one. I don't know what the Wheel of Fortune is. Is that like a fire sign or something? I don't know. If so, then we have all the signs, all the elements. I wish you everything, keep your luck, and good luck. Bye-bye. Hey, pile 1. Hey, pile 1. What are their likely actions? Let's spy. 8 of Wands in reverse. 7 of Swords in reverse. The Moon in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Pages are meant to be, I suppose, messengers in some type of way. However, the message being broadcasted here is a lack of a message with the 8 of Wands. So this also leads me to see what in the community, the Page of Swords is usually the spying, right? The spying hidden energy. The looking without being seen to be looking. We have the 7 of Swords and the Moon in reverse. Very interesting energies. The mirroring here is very interesting. This is mirrored and this is mirrored. These energies sort of being enhancements of one another, and also opposites of one another. Because the Moon is the revealing or hidden secrets, and the 7 of Swords is stealthy secrets, you know, some crazy stuff. This person's likely actions towards you, they're stopping something. With the 7 of Swords in reverse, I think this person might be, I don't know if this is accurate here, but feeling the pinch point. Feeling the outcome of their actions, thoughts, feelings. There's some type of realization of, wait a minute. There's some type of realization here, or revelation in some way. Revelation feels a bit big. I mean, we do have the Moon here. But there's some type of hanged man-y energy of looking at things from a different perspective, but the perspective being a normal one. And what this person has been operating under has been the abnormal perspective. And by abnormal, I mean truly in the way that it's meant, abnormal, something that isn't the norm. With the Eight of Wands, it feels like they're not thinking in that way anymore. They've stopped thinking in that way. They're stopping to think in the way that they were thinking before and looking at things in a different way. So they've stopped something. And I think what they've stopped is this emotional, mental way of being that was somehow, for some reason, stopped. 16:16 when I looked at the clock. I've lost my mind. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Princess of Swords. Okay, she has a message. This person may have received some type of bad news or word or just something that maybe even didn't happen that they thought would happen, that they did maybe on the sly, on the low, something that they thought would perhaps get your attention or whatever, and it didn't go the way they wanted it to. And there's something about that gave them a realization of, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I've been wrong this whole time. Maybe I've been seeing things the wrong way, or maybe I've been seeing things differently. Perhaps, this is actually what's happening. Something else, something different. So some type of personal them thing that's happening in their world, their mental, emotional, physical space, some type of realization, I feel, on their end, where they're just kind of like, oh, my plan didn't work, or what I thought would happen didn't happen. It's that humbling moment, when life humbles you, when you think that someone likes you so much that they're going to X, Y, and Z, and then they don't X, Y, and Z, and you're like, oh, it's fine, they will, and then they continue not to. And then you do something thinking that that's going to make them, wake up or make them do the thing or really call them out. And no, it's all fake. You're pretending not to X, Y, Z. But then you do that thing and then you're like, oh shit, I guess, what if it's not a show? What if it's not a mask? What if this thing is really what it is? And it's kind of like that moment where you go, oh God, what if what I'm seeing is what I'm really seeing? What if it's not what I thought it was? And them sort of slowing down, backing down, and stopping because it's a reroute. It's almost like a reroute for them to sort of go back or to think things over, think things through. This person's likely actions towards you could be, if we take the tarot route, the nominal tarot route, popular tarot route of their actions towards you could very well be spying on you. Looking to see and really look at you and research you to see, oh, what are you doing? What's pile 1 doing? Pile 1 isn't paying attention to me. What are they doing? Because this isn't what I expected. And I did this other thing and that didn't really fall through. I mean, that fell through. So what's really going on with pile 1? And them sort of looking at you on the low. It could be overt, but I feel like it's just more so them, and this could depend on their personality, but them really looking at you what is happening here, them really looking at you. And if they have no way to look at you, if they have no way, then it's them reminiscing. It's them thinking about what happened, what you said, repeating those conversations, rereading those conversations, maybe even looking stuff up as their intuition starts popping different experiences in their head that provide a different vantage point on the situation between you. As far as their actual actions, their actions towards you, these aren't necessarily actions towards you. It could be that they just straight up ask you something. It very well could be that they just actually step forward and give you some sort of something with this page. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they're stopping. We can look at it. Tell me more. We're spying, after all. Tell me a little bit more about this page. What does this page mean in terms of their actions? Because what I'm getting, for the most part, is someone who's right? Cars screeching on the road and going, wait a minute. What if I got this all wrong? What if I got this all wrong? So tell me about the page. Manifesting, the Magician, and the Prince of Wands. Okay. So then what I feel like after the stop, there's something that's halted, right? After that halt, and that's sort of looking at things from a different perspective, but a normal perspective, which is what it's been, and really looking and realizing that they actually don't know what they thought they knew. That doubt has been thrown in. They start looking really closely. They start looking, they start researching, and eventually perhaps reaching out with the Prince of Wands. Because we have the Magician here. This is manifesting, and to me this feels like research. You know, the Magician wants to have all the tools first before acting, right? So we take this Page of Swords, this little cutie. It's a very interesting looking Page of Swords. She's like a blonde Asian girl. So cute. Okay, princess, I hear you. Someone who's researching, who's going to do their research, see what they need to do. Kind of what I was saying, like looking up things online, thinking up whatever they need to, blah, blah, blah. And then taking action based off of what they see. Now, this Prince of Wands is riding a firebird, a phoenix. There's some kind of, again, something with the phoenix, right? With phoenixes rises, falls into ashes and rises again. So there's some type of like reevaluation, rebirth in some type of way, something. And in order to fashion this well, they had to enter this Magician energy. So I don't know how you feel about this, but I like this. Oh, wait a minute, let me look at things from a different perspective and go from there. So this person will eventually want to likely come towards you in some type of way with this Knight of Wands energy. And with the with it being specifically the Knight of Wands energy, this is an adventure of passion, right? This is an adventure of passion. I think they would want to come and see. Is this a temp check? Maybe, because it is clarifying a page. But this also has very deep energy of a magician, but to the level of a page. So very interesting there. I digress. This is someone who's checking to see where you're at. What's the temperature? Are you hot? Are you cold? Are you medium? Are you mild? Like, what is that? Tell me a bit more about the Prince of Wands, and then we'll close this reading. The Ace of Discs. Have I lost my opportunity, or do I still have it? That's what it's trying to find out. All right, well, this is what I saw here for you. I wish you absolutely everything in this endeavor. It's a very interesting reading, actually. We eventually got there in the end. Keep your light on, good luck. And in the comments, if you've reached this far and this is something that maybe you're interested in, type in princess in the comments. Type in princess in the comments. Let me know that you reached this far in the reading. I want to know. I want to see a bunch of princesses in the comments. Yeah, I feel like this person is currently getting these sort of wisps and random thoughts that are giving them a different narrative than they've been used to. Than they've been used to. And it's making them see things differently, making them see things from a different way. But it's actually, again, like I said, the actual way of how it is, as opposed to the fantasy world they've been living in, or whatever that looks like for them. This conniving world they've been living in. No, it's now looking at things differently. So if this person, thought once upon a time you were a trickster, then maybe now they're seeing like, oh no, maybe this person was real. Like, this is a real person, not a trickster. They weren't trying to trick me. They were a genuinely good person, or they're a genuinely bad person. I don't know what your deal is, but yeah, that's what I have for you, my friend. Keep it light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, pal 3. Hey there, pal 3. Pal 3, what are their likely actions towards you? Let's spy. The 4 of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Oh, there were only 3. That's so funny. That's fine. I thought I guarded against this. What was the point? Did a card fall, maybe? Oh, gone through the world if it did, baby. My deck's incomplete. We have swords. We have a ton of swords here. We have all swords. We have 4 swords here, 4 swords there. Altogether, we have 8 swords. This person's likely actions towards you are unknown even to them. This person wants the truth, and they want the truth, and they want the truth, but they're also scared of the truth. They feel that the truth is too harsh, the truth is too confrontational, and the truth is just really cruel and harsh. And the truth of the matter hurts them, right? Like, the truth of the matter hurts them. So perhaps this is something that reveals something about themselves and how perhaps they've been breaking their own heart. The different ways that the truth reflects back to them the part that they've played in the misery that they currently find themselves in. It's a self-procured prison. It's a self-built prison. They stuck the swords in the ground around them, and by the time they got to the 8th one, as they were putting it into the dirt, it was a, oh, wait, no, wait, what? Huh? I did this. I'm in this place. And perhaps this is somebody that used to have, these people did this to me, these things happened to me. I've been disappointed by this. I've been disappointed by that. These things happened to me. And they very well may have happened to them. But somewhere along the line, somewhere along the way, this person started to live in a way that kept on validating what was done to them, what happened to them. And by that, I mean leaning into that energy of this is what happens, this is what happens. And so when you live like that, then you start treating people in a way where it does produce the thing that you don't want, right? If you're too trusting of a person, right? Let's say you're a trusting person and these things happen to you in life, and maybe it's just the economy happens. Maybe it's just, the job thing happens. It's just things that happen in life that suck. And they make you go, oh, you know what? Well, the world's not fair, so I'm not going to be fair. And then you take on this identity of not being fair. And you meet people in your life and you give them so many hoops to run through, so many hoops to jump through. You make it so difficult for them to hurt you, but for them to even get close to you, right? And so by the time you realize that, you end up in this situation where you've put yourself in a cage. You've put yourself in this place. And I'd like to think of the 3 of Hearts, there's a realization of, I've done this to myself in some way. I would like to think with this breakdown of the 8 of Swords showing up here, that there is some semblance of reflection, some semblance of realization of some sort of truth, and the harshness of I've been breaking my own heart. Now, this could be, in any kind of way. If this was you, I'd say you've been through different dynamics that you continue to give your chances to, your time to, etc., what have you. And those dynamics were just, they weren't for you. And as much as you can tell your friends, your family, yourself, oh, this person did this person did that, there comes a point where you go, or where they go, why did you stay? Why did you continue? And that's a question that only you can really answer, right? For some of you, it's pretty heavy why you stayed. For others of us, it's an energy where we go, it's heartbreaking because you realize you had control in leaving this dynamic and you chose not to take it. You chose not to exercise that control. Though control wasn't as far away from you as it is for some people in certain situations. But even in those situations, there's something there about the heartbreaking truth of just in any situation of realizing that we haven't strengthened ourselves enough to walk away from something that we want because we don't think we're capable of XYZ, because we don't think the world, because we don't think we've debilitated ourselves throughout and relied on this connection, and so that's why we've stayed, right? When you get to the real heartbreaking shit about the truth, the whole truth, the harsh truth, this cutting truth of why we are in certain situations that we're in. When you recognize that and realize the parts that we've played and added to, not saying it's our fault or anything like that, but when you really stand in that and go, oh my God, what have I done to myself? Or, oh my goodness, like I can see how I played this in my roles. And I can talk about this because this is what has happened in my own life and continuously happens in my own life as I reflect on how I've wound up in certain situations, doing certain things because PAL 3, I allowed certain things to be more important than other things. And the consequences of that are, where I'm at now. And sometimes I'm okay with those consequences. And I would probably make those decisions again. And at that point, forgiveness is a little bit easier or harder, depending on what those choices are. But I digress. This person is waking up to the heartbreak that they've put themselves through in whatever way that has shown up for them in their psyche. And they're doing some of the soul searching, I think, that is required for them to see how their ways, habits, and behaviors landed them here as it pertains to you. We're going to get you one more card to see what their likely actions are towards you, because their likely actions towards you so far are very reflective and taking ownership. If not ownership, I'd say taking inventory of the part that they really played in the way this has shaped the dynamic. For some of you, it's them realizing that, with the Three of Swords here, that they want to end things with you and how that is painful. Even when you go through that whole process of, oh, it's me. I've gone through this process before. Oh, I see where I wronged myself. I see where I could have done better towards myself. And either way, the conclusion is I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And it hurts me because, I do care about this person, blah, blah, blah. But I have to not be with this person. So for some of you, perhaps this is what it is. 5 of Cups. So for some of you, it really could be this person's likely actions towards you are to end things and find their happiness elsewhere. And for others of you, this person is just in some sense of misery, right? Over whatever it is that their likely actions are towards you, whatever they've come through over. Tell me more about this energy here, this sadness. Is this sadness in ending things with pile 3? Yeah, wow, it's very weird. Okay, well, now I'm confused. Ooh, I'm really confused. Okay, let me ask this differently. Does this person likely actions towards pile 3 to end it? This is something else. I'll tell you that in a bit. So weird. Okay. I mean, for some of you, this person that you're asking about regrets ending it with you, right? And that's a tough one, yo. They regret ending it with you. For others of you, this person does want to end it with you. Like, they've decided that they do want things to end with you, and that's what's so sad. Perhaps because once upon a time, this was such a vibrant connection. This was something that made them feel really good about themselves, feel good about you. But due to whatever the case was, it didn't work out. It just didn't work out. But it had the makings of something that was going to work out. And so this person might just be thinking now to end it with you and try their luck elsewhere, because it's like this thing is so stuck and it sucks that it's stuck and I can't get out of here. So maybe I just need to try in a whole different plane of existence. Maybe I just need to try with someone else, because maybe there I'll be better because this is irreparable or something like that. Things will be better elsewhere. Okay? For others of you, if there was a third party here, this person has gone with the other person as a do-over. If that person was new, that's also partly why, because not fully why, but partly the draw of this new person, because they are new. They don't have the history that you two have of hurting each other, or them hurting you, or, you know, you hurting them, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it's very interesting. But we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands. So yeah, for some of you, this person's likely actions are to end it with you. And it's sad, it sucks, they don't want to, not say they don't want to do it, but I think they don't see any other way. I don't know, for others of you, if there was a third party here, this person has chosen the third party and they're going to try and commit over there. Because that makes them feel a little bit more stable in some way. Because maybe that person is a little bit more stable. They have less drama there. I would say that maybe it's more comfortable, but I don't think it's about comfort. I feel like it's about the new feelings there. As in the new, it's new. There's no craziness that the dynamic that you two may have had is. If this is somebody who's going towards their older person, as in you were the newer third party, I don't know, perhaps there's been a resurgence over there. A newer energy has been introduced and they want to give it a go. But yeah, I feel like this person has made the decision, again, for probably most of you, that they want to close this with you, and it doesn't feel good. But they know they must, for the sake of their own, or for the sake of their happiness or whatever, for the sake of them going after what they want to make sure that they close this chapter with you. Okay. Well, Pile 3, I hope that this served you in the way that it needed to. If you've watched this all the way through, I want you to write the word judgment in the comments to let me know that you finished it all the way through and that you received the message. Doesn't mean you have to like it, but that you received it. I don't know if I'm going to see any judgments. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm not going to assume that this isn't something that some people really needed to hear or want to hear in whatever relationship or situationship or dynamic that they're dealing with. Sometimes it is really healing to hear that, you know, something has come to a close, because that's just how it is, and it opens you up to something better. 9 times out of 10, it really does open you up to something better, because now you know what you know, and you can move forward with that knowledge unabashedly, as opposed to moving forward half-assed. So I wish you everything, my friend. Keep your light on, good luck. I hope that this was a good iSPY. If you would like your own personal reading come through, let's get to your specific relationship and get you answers and clarity for your actual thing. I wish you everything. Keep your light on, good luck. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.